Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of What Ted Says, where it's always time to get a fatter wallet and get a bigger net worth. And today, I'm going to talk to you in this episode. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button and make sure that you click the notifications button so you can get all of the great information that I give to you. Things that you can do today to help you actually grow your net worth, to become a better entrepreneur, become better at social media, to learn those things that will make you better in life. That's what we do here on What Ted Says. And today, I want to talk to you about the lost art of the handwritten thank you note, because you know what? People just don't do it anymore. I was reminded a couple of years ago when I was going home every single day, and I used to ask my wife, said, hey, what's in the mailbox? And generally in the mailbox, what we would find is that there's two things. One is junk mail. Your name's on some sort of list or some sort of perforated envelope that you open up and there's really nothing in it. Or you're on a whole bunch of catalogs. Somehow you get put on the catalogs to buy clothes, to buy nuts, to buy all these different things that you really don't even need or want at home. And so basically those are the two things that you get besides the third one, which are bills. And so you got junk mail, you got catalogs, and you got bills. No longer today do we get a pen pal or somebody that actually sends us something in the mail. So if you really want to separate yourself, get back to learning how to write this sort of lost art of doing a handwritten thank you note. Number one is that it shows gratitude. We don't often show gratitude anymore, and by the way, a text that says thank you or an email that says thank you, it's nice, but it's not really gratitude. You can't tell the heartfelt feelings. You don't know how much effort was put into it, especially if it's just a text that says TY. That doesn't mean anything at all. By writing out that handwritten thank you note, someone can see that you actually took the time in order to be able to do something that showed that you were grateful that someone did something for you. The next thing is that you'll always remain top of mind. If you think about the real amount of handwritten things that you get in the mail over the course of the year, my guess is maybe besides a birthday card from your parents or from your grandparents or somebody like that, maybe at holiday time, maybe if you're lucky, you get one or two cards. This is a great way to keep yourself top of mind from everybody else that's out there. And then three, you want the real reason? Separate yourself from 99.9% of the pack. If you have a sales meeting next year and you send a handwritten thank you card, 99.9% different. If you got a bonus or your boss gave you a nice reward, sending that handwritten thank you note, 99.9% different. If you send a thank you note just because you got something good in the mail, it seems like the only time you might get that thank you note is after like a wedding or somebody had a baby shower, then they might send out that handwritten card, but very rarely for reasons outside of that. It is a lost art, and if you understand how to do this, you can separate yourself from your competition in a big way. So this may seem silly, but the question is, how do I prepare to actually write a handwritten thank you note? Because you might not have done it in a while. Number one is get some good paper or some stock cards. Go to one of those nice stores like a Paper Source or a Papyrus, and if you're willing to spend, or as I say, invest in this case, $50, get yourself some note cards that may be monogrammed that have your name on it. Get a good pen. I'm not talking about those cheap 89-cent pens that you're gonna write and it's gonna smudge. Get something that you know is not gonna smudge and it basically looks crisp and clean, and then give yourself a no distraction zone for 10 minutes. 10 minutes where you're not checking emails, you're not looking at your phone, you're not watching TV. 10 minutes of no distractions so you can really think from your heart and be able to write that heartfelt note. That's the way that you prepare. Imagine if you did just five handwritten thank you cards a week. We're not even talking about 5 a day. We're talking about 5 a week or 250 handwritten thank you cards over the course of the year. What kind of a difference would it make for you to have a fatter wallet and have a bigger net worth? At the end of the day, these notes don't have to say anything crazy. They just have to be from your heart. They can say something as simple as, I had a great time having lunch with you the other day. Thanks so much for meeting with me. I look forward to developing and forwarding our relationship. Or it can be, hey, thank you so much, boss, for that bonus that you gave me. I truly appreciate it. It's not often that we tell people how much we appreciate the hard work that they do. Those simple things will be memorable forever, more memorable than any gift, more memorable than some sort of glass of scotch or wine or something that you would buy somebody, or even than taking them out for a lunch. Those are dime a dozen. People take those cards, especially the handwritten thank you, and they keep them in their filing cabinet. They keep them in places that are in front of them. In fact, many times people will display them and say, hey, would you look what this person did for me? This is the way that you separate yourself from your competition. So, what do you do from here? Well, first of all, leave me your comments. Are you gonna write a handwritten thank you card, or is there a time that you did? And tell me about it. Make sure that you click that notifications button and you get information like this that will make a serious impact in your career for you to get a fatter wallet and a bigger net worth. And of course, watch every episode of What Ted Says, because every single week we're bringing you this great content to help you get better at being an entrepreneur or better at social media, but most importantly, these personal finance and sales biohacks that can help you increase your bottom line. That's your episode of What Ted Says.